Hello YouTube, welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Today I'm going to be showing you my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. It is the ritual build that revolves around Paladin of White Dragon, which, as you all know, you can tribute to summon a Blue Eyes from your hand or deck. It is the ritual build, so I run the Thunder Dragon engine with switcharoo before the skill gets nerfed. I run 2 Sonic Bird, 2 Senju, that's all I have. 2 of the ritual spells, 1 fulfillment of the contract, which is really good because if you can get your Paladin right back and tribute it again for the second Blue Eyes in the deck. We run 2 Champions Vigilance because it's an amazing trap and you basically can defend against anything. And we also run 1 Stamping Destruction for back row and 1 Burst Stream of Destruction for the monsters. And just the econ to kind of round up the 20 card deck. I teched in 1 Kaiba Man just for those odd hands because this deck can get an odd hand where you can get the ritual out, so it's nice to have a small backup plan. I believe that Kaiba Man would work in a different build, maybe one that doesn't focus as much on the rituals. So, but that would be for another video. So I'm gonna show you a few replays, and depending on how long the video goes, I might finish this video with a 1 duel using the deck. So let's jump into our first replay. All these duels were between Gold rank 5 and Platinum 1, because I actually used this deck to get from Gold 5 to Platinum 2, and that's where I stopped dueling. So we're going up against Pegasus with Mindscan. I'm going first, and this is a great hand. I think I start by searching for my Paladin of White Dragon. Yep. In this deck, if you have Thunder Dragon, you want to search for your 2 Thunder Dragon and use your switcheroo skill. But if you don't, it's best if you get all your searches, get all your deck thinning before using that switcheroo. So I summon my Paladin of White using the Senju as the tribute. And then I go ahead and tribute him for the prismatic Blue Eyes White Dragon that we all got, thanks Konami. And I think I go ahead and activate fulfillment of the contract just to get that second Blue Eyes out on the field and really intimidate my opponent. Just look at that, turn 1, 2 big 3000 attack beat sticks that he has to worry about. And then after I do all that, then I switcheroo to hopefully draw into a defensive card. Which I don't, I end up getting a Sonic Bird, but that's okay. I end my turn and then we'll see what my opponent does. He sets 1, sets a face down, and just ends his turn. So not much he can do as far as offensively, he has to play some defense. I draw into Stamping of Destruction, so immediately I get rid of that back row, which is actually just Curse of Anubis, nothing that was threatening to my Blue Eyes. I summon Sonic Bird, search for my spell. I believe I switch it, yeah, I switch it back in. Get a Thunder Dragon, and I start just cycling through the deck. That way on the next turn I don't draw into any of these Thunder Dragons. And I go for the battle phase and my opponent quits. I guess he didn't have anything to protect his life points, so that was a quick game. Excuse me. Alright, let's go into our second replay. It's gonna be against Burn Tea, deck we all love. So in this duel I'm going first again. Can't remember what my opening hand is. This deck gets a great advantage against Tea because that extra card is gonna allow you to just go farther into your plays. Like, look at this hand.
Duel.
So I start by summoning Kaiba Man and getting that blue ice in the field immediately. Blue ice turn 1, it's so intimidating for your opponent. Because if he doesn't have an answer, then they gotta try to prolong the game. Meanwhile, you're just swinging for 3000. So I set 2, I switcharoo, and I draw into my Paladin of White, which I do have the ritual for. So maybe that's something I can do next turn. She goes, activates Burning Land, sets 1 card, which is probably the flip monster that burns you for 800. I take 500 from Burning Land. I switcheroo the enemy control because it's no use against they're not going to be attacking you. And I get another Paladin of White Dragon. So I go ahead and summon one of them using the other one as tribute. And in here I don't go for the second blue eyes because I want to automatically destroy that face down, which is the other effect of Paladin of White Dragon. It attacks a face down defense monster, it automatically destroys it. And then I attack for 3000. And my turn. At this point Tea has to do 3500 damage, and I have a Champion's Vigilance to protect me from any possible lethal damage. So running out of options, she just quits.
I guess I still have a lot to learn about this game.
And another easy win. And let's go on to replay number 3. This one was kind of cool. This Bandith Keith is using a Gemini deck, but I think I go first again, and you'll see the board I established turn 1. It's a great hand, as you can see. I start by summoning Sonic Bird, searching the ritual, and then switcherooing it back to see what else I can get. So I draw into Thunder Dragon, which just helps me cycle through the deck, helps me get rid of those dead draws in the next turn, and also helps me summon my Paladin of White Dragon. That's another cool thing about Thunder Dragon, that it's always going to be in your hand. You can always use it as tribute fodder for your ritual summoning. So once again, I go for Paladin of White Dragon. I tribute him to get my blue eyes out of the deck. And then I have Fulfillment of the Contract, which I use to get my Paladin back. And at this point, I don't know what my opponent is playing, so I decide to just go for the second blue eyes instead of leaving Paladin of White Dragon kind of vulnerable right there. I mean, it is 1900, but there are some monsters that can run it over. I end my turn, and it's his time to try to get past this 2 blue eyes board. So he switcheroos, he activates Polymerization, summoning Super Alloy. And then he sets 1, and I believe he goes for the butterfly play, getting his gear free back. Yep. Tributes butterfly to get gear freed, and look at that. That's a great field for him. Super Alloy 2200, gear free 2800, and that's still not enough to get over my 2 blue eyes. So he attacks over my Sonic Bird and ends turn. I draw. I get the ritual spell again, so I switcheroo it back in, draw into Stampede Destruction, use it to get rid of the back row, and he doesn't even let me see what the back row was. He immediately quits. So that was a really cool win against a pretty strong Gemini deck. Alright, so those were pretty quick replays. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a live game and see what we get matched up against. This is Platinum 2, so I don't know how we'll do. See what the matchup is. My is an okay matchup. We do run a little bit of back row, but shouldn't hurt too much. Let's see. Harpy's hunting ground, of course. I'm going first, and this is a pretty good hand. I still have I have turn 1 Blue Eyes, and I have Champion's Vigilance to negate whatever summon Mai goes for. So that's always strong. I'm not gonna use switcharoo. I'm just gonna sit on the ritual and see what I draw into next turn. That's a pretty decent board. But see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Having that one Kaiba man really helps you when you get these odd hands where you don't get your Sonic Birds or your Senjus or your Thunder Dragon. Sets 2 cards face down. Summon Sonic Bird. No, I don't need to negate that. I'll just use it to negate whatever trap. Another Blue Eyes. Okay, here I'm gonna use switcharoo on these Blue Eyes. Maybe I can draw into a Senju, that'd be great. Thunder Dragon. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll get to cycle through the deck, and hopefully next turn draw into something I can actually use. And I'll also have it to use switcharoo next turn. That's why if you can, it's important to hold on to your switcharoos until you have Thunder Dragon, that way you get your +1. Alright, so let's go for the attack. See what this back row is. Mirror Wall. Okay, let's negate that. I think she activated that in the battle step. Probably because there's a windstorm coming as well. Oh, there's an order of charge. Okay. Well, that stinks, but she did use all her cards, so if we draw into one or two ritual monsters or 2 Senju, we're still in good shape for next turn. Alright, another Sonic Duck. Man. Alright. Come on, give me a good draw. Enemy controller. Well, that's some protection, so we're just gonna switcheroo in one of these Thunder Dragons, and hopefully we get something. Man, that really stinks. You just search that other Thunder Dragon out, and hopefully we don't lose next turn. I mean, it happens. This deck, like I said, does get some of those weird hands. You can't always draw perfection. And like my opponent had a perfect hand, or a perfect counter for my Blue Eyes and my trap card. Harpy Lady. It's gonna target that one, which I don't care. Alright, so we use Econ on this Sonic Duck. And we're running very low on resources, so This is probably gonna end up being a loss, unfortunately. But this is platinum too, and it's still what I'm using. It's pretty much a rogue deck, so not too surprising. Let's see. Yeah. See, it was just a bad hand. There's 10 cards left in the deck. 4 of those cards could have helped us, and unfortunately we didn't get any of those. So that's it for the game. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. You did get to see what the deck can do in those replays, and you got to see a little bit of what it can do here. I just got some bad draws after my opening hand, so we'll take this loss. Okay, once again guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and subscribe if you like. Until next time.